Dear students, welcome to our YouTube channel Vidya for Success. In this video, let us continue our study on the structure of prokaryotic cell. As children, in our last video, we discussed regarding the two layers of cell envelope. That is, we discussed regarding the glycocalyx and also we discussed about the cell wall. And also we understood in our last video that based on the cell wall nature, bacteria are divided into two different types. Yes, in today's video, let us study regarding the third layer of cell envelope, that is plasma membrane. Clear? So plasma membrane is the innermost membrane in bacteria. So the outer one is glycocalyx, next to that cell wall, and the innermost layer is plasma membrane. So plasma membrane being a innermost layer, it protects the cytoplasm as well as genetic material. So it acts as an envelope by enclosing the cytoplasm. It will completely encloses the cytoplasm. So if you see the components in the plasma membrane, that consist of protein and lipids. So plasma membrane in the bacteria are made up of proteins and lipids. These are the two components can be seen in plasma membrane. So how the structure of eukaryotic plasma membrane is there is in the similar way plasma membrane is present in the prokaryotic cell. So similar structure both in prokaryotes and eukaryotes, plasma membrane appears to be same structure. Then what is the function of plasma membrane? So plasma membrane act as a selectively permeable membrane. So whatever the things required for the cell activity, so those things moves inside. That means that they will enter into the cytoplasmic region with the help of plasma membrane. So it selectively absorb the material from outside and it let the material to the inner region. So by this function, this membrane is very essential to the bacterial cell. So without plasma membrane, there is no proper movement of material in and out because it is very selective. Only it will select the needed material inside and it will allow the unwanted waste material outside the cell. So because of this, the plasma membrane is called as a selectively permeable membrane. And in the plasma membrane of bacteria, we can see some of the modifications. So those modifications help to perform many functions in the bacterial cell. So what are those modifications? So let us see one of the modified structure is mesosomes. So mesosomes are actually infoldings of plasma membrane. So plasma membrane, we know it is the innermost layer. So this layer enfolded towards the cytoplasmic region and form a sac-like structure. So that structure is nothing but mesosomes. So because they are formed from the extension of plasma membrane, we can call mesosomes as a membranous structure. You can observe the mesosome structure in the diagram. Carefully you look into the plasma membrane. So plasma membrane enfolded towards the cytoplasmic region in such a way to form a mesosome structure. So because mesosomes are formed from the plasma membrane, they are known as membranous structures. Then they are formed by the extension of plasma membrane into the cell. So if you observe the mesosome, they are present towards the cytoplasmic region. They are not located towards the cell wall region, right? Yes. The plasma membrane extends towards the cytoplasmic region and form a structure that is known as mesosomes. So there are different forms of mesosomes can be seen in the bacteria. So one of the form is vesicles. So vesicles are nothing but fluid filled sac like structure. The meaning of the vesicle is fluid filled sac like structure. So this is one form of mesosome, and another form is tubules. So tubule, that means a tube like structure, tubular structure can also seen in the mesosome. This is the another form. And the one more form is lamellae. Lamellae is nothing but a plate like. Similarly, the infolding of plasma membrane form a plate like structure that is known as lamellae. So based on their appearance, the mesosomes are divided into three different forms. Understood? So vesicles, tubules and lamellae. So you have to remember all these terminologies because this has been asked in the examination many times. Clear? So the forms of mesosomes are vesicles, tubules and lamellae. And what is the function of these mesosomes? Why these mesosomes are present? So children, we know prokaryotic cell is a primitive type of cell and there is no membrane bound cell organelle here. There is no mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus. But if you see the eukaryotes, all those membrane bound cell organelles are present and each of the cell organelle performing its own function. But prokaryotes does not consist of all those cell organelle. Then how it perform the functions? Yes. So in order to perform a multiple function, a mesosome is present in the bacterial cell. So many functions are performing by the mesosomes here. So one such function we can clearly understand here is they help in cell wall formation. So cell wall formation is one of the function of mesosomes. So soon after the cell division, daughter cells need to be formed cell wall. So cell wall is a protective wall, right? So without cell wall, there is no protection to the cell. So after the cell division, the formation of cell wall in the daughter cell is takes place with the help of mesosomes. And the one more function is DNA replication and distribution to daughter cell. So during the time of cell division, replication of DNA need to be takes place. So without this, the cell division does not takes place. So the multiplication of DNA is also takes place with the help of mesosomes. And after the duplication of DNA, duplicated DNA will be distributed equally to the daughter cells. So that is also performed by mesosomes. Then it help in respiration. So respiration is very essential process need to be takes place in all living organism. So in case of bacteria, there is no any special cell organelle for the respiration. So mesosomes are the structure, membranous structure, they helps in respiration. That means releasing of energy and exchange of gases, respiratory gases takes place with the help of mesosomes. And also it secretes some of the chemicals required for some metabolic activity. It may be the digestive enzymes or it may be some of the chemicals needed for some metabolic activity taking place in the cytoplasm. So secretion of some chemicals takes place with the mesosomes. And mesosomes increases the surface area of plasma membrane for enzymatic activity. You can see in the second diagram, this is the actual mesosome structure. So mesosome, because of the mesosome, the plasma membrane increases the surface area. So the bacteria will get more surface area in order to perform enzymatic activity. So this extension, the formation of mesosome actually increases the surface area for the enzymatic activity. Whatever the activity need to be takes place in the bacteria, that activity actually takes place in the mesosome because the plasma membrane actually increasing surface area here. Understood? So these are the few important functions of mesosomes in the bacterial cell. Yes, there is a one more structure that is formed actually from the plasma membrane is flagella. So flagella is a long whiplash structure. It helps in locomotion. So movement of bacteria from one place to the another place is actually takes place by the flagella. So the number of flagella also vary from one bacteria to another bacteria. In some only one flagella will be present, in some bacteria two, in some three, four like that. So the number vary depends on the kind of species. So these flagella are thin filamentous extension from their cell wall. So they actually formed from the plasma membrane. So they extend from their cell wall. Flagella composed of three different parts. So to the outer side, the structure what is appearing in the diagram, the long this thing whiplash structure, that is called as filament. So filament is just one part of the flagella, and the filament connected to the structure that is named as hook. So hook is located towards the cell wall region of the bacterial cell, and the base of the flagella is named as basal body. So actually basal body is attached with the plasma membrane. Clear? So if you carefully observe the formation of the flagella, formation actually starts from the plasma membrane, because the basal body is get attached with the plasma membrane, and that basal body connected with hook, and hook is finally leads to the formation of filamentous structure. So there are three different parts are present in the flagella. One is filament, another one is hook, then the basal body. So filament is actually long portion of the flagella. It extends to the outside. So actual movement of the bacterial cell takes place with respect to the movement of filamentous structure. So in which direction the filaments move, in that direction the bacteria move in its habitat. So filament is the actual structure, long portion of the flagella. It gives proper direction to the bacteria during the movement. Clear? There are few more structure can be seen on the surface of bacteria is villi and fimbriae. So villi and fimbriae, they are the surface structures can be seen in the bacteria. So what are these structures? What is the use of these structure to the bacteria? So villi are elongated tubular structure. They are actually made up of special protein. So proteinaceous structures are nothing but villi. So these villi, they are not playing their role in movement. So they are not helps in movement. Instead of that, villi helps in attachment. So during uh, the reproduction, sexual type of reproduction, so they helps in connecting one bacterial cell with the another bacterial cell. And fimbriae are the small bristle like structure. So these bristle like fibers are also made out of protein. So these two structure primarily helps in the attachment of bacteria to any surface area. Say for example, they are present in the animal body. So in the animal body, to the surface of that particular organ. Suppose if the bacteria is present in the intestine, the bacteria will be get attached with the wall of intestine with the help of villi and fimbriae. So the proper attachment of bacteria to the surface area is given by these two structure. Or if the bacteria are present in the water, they help, this structure actually help the bacteria to get attached with the rock surface or to any other surface of the substratum. Clear? So these are the basic functions performing by villi and fimbriae. Clear? Yes. So one of the non-membrane bound cell organelle can be seen in the prokaryotic cell-like bacteria is ribosomes. So ribosomes are actually non-membrane bound structure. They are associated with the plasma membrane of cell. So they are not actually freely present in the cytoplasmic region like the eukaryotic cell. In the prokaryotes, ribosomes are actually attached with the plasma membrane. They are associated with the plasma membrane of cell. But the type of ribosome in the prokaryotic cell is 70S type of ribosome. So you have to understand this. So 70S type of ribosome is actually present in the prokaryotic cell. But if you see the eukaryotic cell, they consist of 80S type of ribosomes, and these 70S type of ribosome actually consist of two subunits. Clear? So one of the subunit is 50S and the another subunit is 30S. So ribosomes are actually made out of two subunits. One of the subunit in the 70S type is 50S and the another subunit is 30S subunit. Clear? And like this, many ribosomes are present in the prokaryotic cell. So during the time of protein synthesis, so several ribosomes, they attach to a single mRNA strand and form a continuous chain in the bacterial cell. So that continuous chain formed by the association of ribosome and mRNA is called as polysomes. Clear? This is 1 marks question. So polysome is a chain like structure. It is formed by the several ribosomes attached with the mRNA strand. Understood, right? So this is very important structure in the bacterial cell. It helps in the formation of number of proteins. You can see in the diagram. So these are the number of ribosomes. They are actually arranged on a single strand called as mRNA. So what you are observing in this diagram, a chain like structure at the center, that is actually known as mRNA, and the bead like structure is nothing but ribosomes. So as I told you, ribosome is made out of two subunit. You can clearly observe those two subunit. One unit of the ribosome present towards the upper region of the mRNA and another subunit of ribosome present towards the lower region of the mRNA strand. So like this, many ribosomes are get attached on the surface of mRNA and form a structure of polysomes. Understood? Yes. And the bacteria also stores the food material in different form. So inclusion bodies are actually the reserve materials in the prokaryotic cell. So these reserve materials in prokaryotic cell are stored in the cytoplasmic region in the form of inclusion body. Clear? So inclusion bodies are not membrane bound structure. They does not consist of any membrane. Understood? So there is no membrane, simply the reserve material suspended in the cytoplasmic region. They are freely suspended in the cytoplasmic region without any membrane. So those actual structures are named as inclusion bodies. Understood? So what are inclusion bodies? Inclusion bodies are the reserve materials, are they are stored in the cytoplasmic region in the form of inclusion body. They are not actually membrane bound structures. Clear? So there are different types of reserve food material can be seen in the different members of bacteria. So some, they will store the food in the form of phosphate granules, and some they will store in the form of cyanophycean granules. Cyanophycean granules are the reserve food material in some of the bacteria, and some they will store the food in the form of glycogen granules. So these are the few examples of inclusion bodies in different members of bacteria. In some, the food is stored in the form of phosphate granules. In some of the bacteria, it is stored in cyanophycean granules, and in some it is stored in the form of glycogen granules. Understood? Yes. So this is the structure of prokaryotic cell. Understood, children? Yes. So we have studied all the structures of bacterial cell, since from the cell envelope to till all the modifications, and also we completed our study on the ribosome structure as well as inclusion bodies. So prokaryotic cell is very simple. It does not consist of any cell organelles and nucleus. It consists of only cell envelope and some of the modifications of some plasma membrane, then ribosomes and inclusion bodies. That's it.